broken. Please don't be broken. Okay, it's not broken. Yeah. I appreciate the small things. I appreciate the really, really small things. Hi, guys. How are you doing? I hope you had a nice day. Hooray for not broken. We appreciate the small things. So, what are we going to do today? I'm in a really chill mood. I don't know if it's like, it's not too hot today. I have a blanket on. I'm really sleepy and stuff like that. So, we're gonna chill for a bit and yawn and do Emily's quest on Genshin because I always do the story quest on the channel, and I didn't want to exclude the poor Emily. So I guess this is going to be the last Genshin stream before Nathalan. Very nice. Also, I had to make myself do this, or I wouldn't never do it. So yeah. Let me unmute Genshin. I'm all yawning. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I went to sleep at 5 a.m. I love having insomnia. Wait, banger, wait. Wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hand and nothing more than his wife. Sorry, I love this song. Told you so. Hate to say, I told you so. Okay. I'm gonna stop the music. Stop it. Okay. In a bit, guys. Now we'll listen to the banger. Okay. Let me change screen so we can start. Maybe. Also, I thought about why am I so descended? The fuck? Wait a second. Let me change a thing. Let me change a thing before I. Okay. Much better. Okay. I thought about the second run on Baldur's Gate, and since I don't want what happened last time with Genshin, and every single fucking time on Baldur's Gate, and I mean the stream cuttings and me constant crashing, I was actually thinking about trying to do a Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know. What is post? Nada via. I don't know how well it would go, but I want to. I want to bring something after um, Elden Ring, and Dragon Age is a lot better than Elden Ring because we are gonna finish. I'm gonna try to finish the DLC, and then we have the main game. But I want something else after it, so I guess we could try Inquisition. I have it on my computer, so I had it also on PlayStation. Uh, but yeah, I have it on computer, so I see if it's going to be better on computer or not. Who knows? Who knows? I'll say. So let's not lose more time. And TP. Why do I have conclusion here? It's this one. I'll do it probably. Okay. Yep. Nota di testa, debito floreale. Ok. Let's go. Yippee! So it's going to be a really chill stream. Ta-dum, ta-dum. It's been so long since I've been to Port Ormuz. I think last time I've been here, the Torre fucked us in the ass. In a very not nice way. Oh, hi, Dignity.
I thought I told him to spray it with water to retain moisture before applying the film.
The fuck happened?
You can't treat a glaze lily like a cactus. If Sanjay
Yeah.
does this again, the loss will have to come out of his food expenses.
I'll go talk to him. At this rate, he won't even be able to afford eating cacti for much longer.
Hey, Tainari!
I...
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. What brings you to Port Ormuz?
I mean, a while. Since Sino's second quest. Come on.
We didn't have anything to do, and this place looked pretty lively, so we decided to stop by.
There's so many flowers.
What's with all the flowers around here?
Eee.
Well, Port Ormuz is currently organizing a flower exhibition
Ooh.
featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat, so I came to help out. The exhibition includes flowers from every corner of the world, each with their own unique properties and needs.
That's not true.
With that in mind, the curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture.
That's just not true. Where are my Natlan and Shiznaya flowers? They're not there, you're lying, motherfucker.
Even so, an expert is still required to develop tailored transportation and care plans for each type of flower.
Oh, and that expert is you, right?
Not this time, no.
Ah.
I'm just here to help out. The expert in charge is someone else.
Let me guess, Emilie.
Mr. Tainari, Sanjay, he confused the poisonous bulbs with garlic shoots, and he ate them.
This Sanji guy, why is he stupid?
Never mind. Forget about what I said about the food expenses. Apologies, traveler, Paimon.
This,
Looks like I've got
this
something
Sanji guy
to
is
take
fucking
care of.
stupid.
I'll be back in just a moment.
How do you confuse the two?
Tainari's busy
Do
no matter
that.
where he is, huh?
A lot of people don't look too much on what they eat, it seems.
Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon like that!
Paimon, you are it slime, I would like to remind you.
Well, looks like Tainari might be busy for a while. Let's take a look around the port in the meantime.
Debito floreale e regolamento di sangue. What do you mean blood debt? What do you mean blood debt? Huh? Also, I never noticed I had a quest there. Since when I have a quest there? Huh? Bitch?
Wow, look at these flowers! They smell so...
Yeah, same. I have an allergy too. Are you good? Do you have an allergy too?
Paimon's... fine. She's just got a little...
Yeah, you're allergic to pollen. Same, to be honest.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilia's? No wonder.
No wonder what? Did they give you an allergy attack? An allergy reaction? Do we need to go find Tignity?
But, I was fine just a moment ago. She didn't even eat anything weird.
Just love her.
A moment of your time, you
Boys.
two. If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Incense?
Inhale. Exhale.
The scent is so nice. Wait!
The allergy's gone.
Whoa, that was fast. Paimon doesn't have to sneeze anymore.
Ah, it was the it was the incense. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine you two aren't from Sumeru either. Seeing as we're both travelers from abroad, it's only right that we help each other out should the occasion arise.
I gotta say, I wasn't convinced by her voice in the presentation, but it's actually really nice. It sounds really, really nice, actually. I like it.
Oh, so you're here for the flower exhibition too?
What is this bullshit? Why are they covering her face with the flowers? Hi, cat. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. What can I do for you, kitty? Ah, you saw a lizard. Okay. Cat saw lizard.
I suppose that's accurate. Ah, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emilie, a perfumer from Fontaine.
Yeah, it's so much nicer than what than the first impression, her voice.
Paimon is Paimon. Thank you so much for your help just now. Oh, and this is...
The Traveler, right?
Yep.
I've heard a lot about you from the Steambird. It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
I don't know why in the presentation of the version, or in the version update, they made her sound so bad. They made her voice so weird. And I was like, oh, I don't like it. No, it's so much nicer in game. I heard a lot about you too, but I didn't expect to find you in Sumeru.
What happened back there? Why did Paimon start sneezing all of a sudden?
I think it's a combination of flowers. They give you an allergy reaction.
Have you ever heard of hay fever?
Yeah. To be honest, I have it. It's a nightmare.
To put it simply, when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
In English it's called a hail fever. It's just... okay.
But Paimon has seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing weird happened then.
I guess it's a combination.
Well, we're all different. The factors that can trigger a reaction to certain stimuli vary by person. In isolation,
I
the
mean,
effects of certain pollens may seem minimal, but inhaling various types at once can trigger a more overt reaction.
I guess it's because they are from the same family. Because I'm allergic to... I don't know the English name, Gabinaceae. So if you give me a bouquet of Graminaceae, I'm not gonna feel good.
But there's no
Rice
need
are
to
so
worry.
pretty.
Pollen allergies can be effectively mitigated with the use of medication.
And now we know that Paimon is allergic to pollen.
Oh, well, that's good.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Is everything all right?
Yeah, Paimon is allergic to pollen.
I left in such a hurry, I forgot to warn you about all the pollen in the air.
Yeah, Paimon had a reaction.
Emily? Ah, what a coincidence. Looks like my worry was misplaced then. The Traveler and Paimon are in good hands.
It was nothing, really. We happened to run into each other shortly after my arrival, and I offered them a bit of help, that's all.
That's all.
I'm more curious as to why you thought the Traveler and Paimon were in danger. Allergies are highly unpredictable. If you were concerned the pollen might trigger a reaction, that must mean something similar
right.
has happened in the past.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah, it happened. It absolutely fucking happened with the... I forgot about it. At the start of Sumeru. Oh yeah, I guess.
Remember the first time we met? You fainted after inhaling Spirit Borneal.
Wait. That was an allergy reaction?
The spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she's the one suffering. It makes no sense.
It's not really something you can make sense out of, Paimon. There are all kinds of allergies out there, caused by a variety of different factors. Some people are even allergic to almonds. It's not something you can generalize.
Yeah.
Exactly. I even encountered a case in Fontaine where someone had an allergic reaction to soba noodles their family brought back from Inazuma.
Damn.
Whoa. Good thing Paimon isn't allergic to anything delicious.
Wait, are you a doctor, Emily?
In a manner of speaking, Although you could say the patients I deal with
Yeah,
are
dead
rather
bodies.
unusual.
Yeah.
In addition to medicine, Emilie is also very knowledgeable about botany. She's taught me a lot about the native flora around Fontaine.
Nah, that's nice.
And that's where my expertise ends, I'm afraid. When it comes to breadth of knowledge, Tainari certainly comes out on top.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I cannot not see how her body is made because it's like a one piece. It's like a swimsuit. So she has short hair, or like a swimsuit. They go here, and then they go here, and all the way here. So, and they seem kind of translucent. So if these things were not here, she would be tits out, basically. Girl, I don't know who is worse, if you or Shanhe. God damn it. Girly pop, what the fuck?
A flower expert? Oh, Paimon's got it! You must be the expert Tainari mentioned, the one in charge of the exhibition!
Wrong again, I'm afraid.
Ah,
Well,
it
I
isn't
did
her?
come for the exhibition, but only to inquire
Huh.
about the
I didn't
Auguste
expect it.
variety.
I thought
I'm
it was
not
her.
involved in any official capacity.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it right this time.
What is the Augusta variety?
It's a kind of flower that was once popular in Fontaine. The perfume made from it also bears the same name, Auguste.
Augusto.
Auguste, huh? That's not a name you hear often nowadays.
It's like you named a perfume after a Roman emperor, like what?
In an ancient language, the word is said to mean sacred or noble. It's sometimes used as a name for people as well.
Let me see what the fuck does the name Augusto means. I want to be that kind of bitch. Augusto significato. There's noble and sacred. Oh fuck! It really is that. Oh fuck! I didn't expect that. Oh fuck! Yeah, it does mean that. My bad if for doubting you. You did your research.
Ah, that reminds me. Are you familiar with a historical event in Fontaine known as Perfume Mania?
No.
Perfume Mania was an event that occurred in Fontaine nearly 20 years ago.
Okay. Huh?
It all started when several merchants released their own lines of high-end, expensive perfumes, marketing them as must-have luxury products, the very symbol of elegance itself.
I see why the mania.
No one anticipated the absolute frenzy this would create on the market, causing the price of perfumes to skyrocket.
Damn.
The demand was twofold. What some saw as a status symbol, most saw as a money-making opportunity. You could take advantage of the soaring price by hoarding them and reselling at even higher margins.
Damn.
The value of these products became so inflated, regular bottles of perfume were even going for hundreds of thousands of mora. This
Damn.
resulted in countless disputes and scams.
Jesus. Was Nuvinet okay?
But at the end of the day, perfume is just perfume. The market value greatly exceeded the intrinsic worth of the product, creating an economic bubble that was never going to last.
Damn.
Luckily, the Palais Mermonia recognized the danger and intervened.
Oh,
before the craze
okay.
could truly
That's what
spread.
Nuvinet did.
Many profiteers and scammers were thrown in jail as a result.
Nice.
In the end, only a few wealthy families were affected when the bubble popped.
Thank God. This could have gone much worse.
What does all this have to do with that Auguste you mentioned earlier?
Wait, was this one of the perfumes in that period?
Well, during the craze, the most popular perfume was none other than Auguste. The demand far exceeded the supply, to the point where it once sold for 10 million mora a bottle.
Porca puttana.
10 million? Then what about now?
Hyman. Calm the fuck down.
After the mania
I'm not
ended,
gonna buy
most
perfume for
perfumes
you.
returned to a normal price. Auguste was the only exception.
Damn.
Its namesake, the flower used to create it, went extinct. As a result, no new bottles of Auguste have been made. and the value of the perfume remains exceedingly high.
Wait. Talking about allergies. Porca troia. Ah. I got sneezed. Got a sneeze. Wait. The flower got extincted? Wait, did they take too much flowers and didn't plant it back, so they made it extinct? Why are people so fucking stupid? I swear to God, if this is the reason.
Indeed. The Auguste flower was not a natural variety, you see. It was specially cultivated for use in perfume making.
Ah, it was artificial. Yeah, they finished it. It was artificial and they finished it, and someone forgot how to do it again.
When the bubble popped, all the flower beds used for its cultivation were destroyed in a fire. The variety has never been seen since.
Damn.
But didn't you say you came to the exhibition to look for it?
Ah, yes. I came to investigate a certain rumor that the Auguste flower has reappeared in Sumeru.
Yeah.
It's causing quite
I
the stir in the
cannot stop
Fontaine
looking at
perfume
your
market.
boobs, girl. I'm so sorry.
Traveler, we should help Emily look for it.
Come on, it's just a voice. It cannot be that easy to find.
I have to agree. Emily wrote me to ask if I could look into the rumor, but the forest rangers haven't received any reports of new plant species recently.
Even if I can locate the flower, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed, Paimon. I don't have any grand Mora making endeavors planned.
I think what Emily wants to do is try to reproduce this flower and stop it from being extinct. Paimon, I swear to God, one of these days I will throw you into a lake.
Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiments, to be sure, but to me, they overshadow the very essence of the product. When it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the prestige and focus on the beauty of the fragrance itself.
Thank you, Emily.
Wow, so noble.
And someone has a brain here, Paimon. That's not you.
Of course, there's also a more practical reason. In recent years, low-grade counterfeit versions of Auguste have been popping up on the Fontaine perfume market.
Damn.
Every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of Auguste, and the rumor mill will start comparing the counterfeits to my own work.
Okay, that's more like the reason Paimon had in mind.
Ever since that rumor started, 3 new perfumes claiming to be made from the Auguste flower have appeared on the market. If I
Okay.
can dispel the fanaticism surrounding Auguste, even just by proving the rumor to be false, Fontaine's perfume market can finally start to get back to normal.
Yeah.
Then I'll be free from all the stories and added meaning and just focus on making what I like.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, we can still help you, even if it's not for the Mora. Right, Paimon?
Oh, I would of course be grateful for your help, but I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Ah, we literally have nothing better to do.
Well, you said it yourself. We're both travelers from abroad, so it's only right that we help each other out.
Ha! I suppose you're right. Then you have my thanks.
Based on the information I have so far, it's unclear if the rumor is true.
I
Mr.
imagine.
Edgar also thinks it's too early to say. But you could always go talk to him. He was there all those years ago, after all. Maybe he'll know something.
Okay.
I was just about to pay him a visit at the hotel.
Edgar? Who's that?
Who the fuck is Edgar?
The person you've been trying to guess this whole time.
flower
expert in charge of the exhibition. He's also the most respected and experienced perfumer in the area.
Okay.
Back when he was still working in Fontaine, Auguste was his creation.
It was his creation?
I should also mention, he was my teacher, the one who taught me the basics of perfumery when I apprenticed in Sumeru.
What is this lore? Wait. What is this lore?
So this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Sumeru to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
It's a long story.
He just...
If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
He just changed the home. It's not that deep, Paimon. Like, you know, people change homes and transfer. It's not that deep, Paimon, believe me. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ah, it's up. I am indeed stupid. Oops. Okay. Here I come. What is happening? Flowers!
Oh, look at all the flowers!
Paimon, stay away from the flowers.
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel and surrounding buildings. They're being used as temporary storage facilities and lodging for exhibition personnel.
Isn't it a little bit excessive?
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that Mora back?
I guess they have more to throw away.
It's been so long, I almost didn't recognize you, Edgar.
Well, you and your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, look, all this catching up is nice and all, but let's get down to business. We need to talk about Kyria. Is he...
Hold on, we have guests.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
What are you talking
Emily?
about?
Is that you? Oh, it's been years. Look at you. You're all grown up.
How did you call her?
Emily?
Okay.
Is that you?
I heard it wrong. I don't know why.
I've heard you've become quite the famous perfumer in Fontaine. It would seem the student has surpassed the master.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to your mentorship.
Ah, hardly. I taught you the basics. Hearing you call me master, well, I'm not sure I'm deserving of that title. I've taught many students here in Sumeru over the years, but I've yet to see one turn out quite as accomplished as you. You're the only one who can take credit for that success. And who are these two? I don't recall you mentioning them in your letter.
We just met
They're my new
downstairs.
friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Nice to meet you, Edgar.
Emily's friends. Well then, the pleasure is all mine.
And these two gentlemen? Are they friends of yours, Master?
I guess not.
Of course, we're perfume merchants from Fontaine. I'm Ood, and this here is my younger brother, Blaze. Edgar and the two of us are old friends. Isn't that right, gentlemen?
I don't trust this.
yes.
Merchant brothers?
You must be here to look for the August flower then.
Paimon, shut the fuck up.
Huh?
Well, what respectable perfume merchant hasn't heard of a goose? Anyone in the business would be interested in the rumors.
I'm guessing you're here for the same reason, Emily. We were just about to get into it, so you three might as well join in.
Yeah.
I commissioned a few eremites to do some scouting for me. They searched all over Sumeru, but there were no sightings of the August flower.
Damn.
That being said, there are people in Port Ormos who claim to have smelled a unique fragrance on the streets. Definitely floral, but still distinct. Some of
Okay.
them were merchants who lived in Fontaine 20 years ago. According to them, the fragrance smelled exactly like the August they remember from back then.
What kind of memory they have? What the fuck?
A one-of-a-kind, divine, and noble scent.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe someone around here just happens to have a bottle of August from back then.
Yeah, it could be.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Even if someone had a bottle that was never opened, the fragrance of the perfume would have changed over time. Very few perfumes can go decades without a change in scent. Auguste is even more prone to that kind of shift. Only a few bottles still exist in Fontaine, and their scent would have completely degraded by now.
Okay, I'm learning a lot of things today.
Though, Could there be a flower out there with a similar fragrance? Or in accord with the same base notes?
Impossible. If a goose were that easy to replicate, it would never have sold for such a high price all those years ago. The goose flower is back. It has to be.
Technically speaking, the scent wouldn't be impossible to imitate.
Well, let's table that question for now. Edgar, did any of those people mention where the scent was coming from?
No. By the time they realized they had smelled something, the scent was already gone. If I hadn't asked about it, they probably wouldn't have given the experience a second thought. Compared to things we see and hear, smells can be much easier to overlook.
I can agree on that because I'm missing part of my smell. I'm not joking. I'm whoopsie. I cannot hear smell smells that good. My nose is kind of broken.
It almost sounds like someone wearing their goose fragrance passed them on the street.
Wait, are you saying...
Just thinking out loud. Don't pay me any mind.
I don't trust you guys
at
at
all. We don't have much
all.
to go off of right now, but we can't rule out that possibility. I'll send some more people to investigate. You all traveled so far to be here. Why don't you rest in the hotel for a bit? Oud, Blaze, this is the key to your room.
Damn, you just have the keys.
Oh, you've got the keys to the rooms? Do we get free lodging too?
No, I don't think so.
My apologies. All the rooms in the hotel are accounted for, I'm afraid. Most are being used for storage.
I'm on.
Ahead of the
We're
exhibition,
homeless
you
once
see.
again.
I managed to tidy up one of the rooms for these two at the last minute, but by the time Emilie wrote to me, there was no more space left for her to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, and we just showed up out of the blue. Guess that means there's definitely no space for us.
Damn.
I should have been more considerate. Here I am with an entire hotel at my disposal and no place to offer you to stay, even after you made the trip all the way to Sumeru.
We'll
Don't worry,
try
Master.
something.
I can sleep on the boat tonight. Or
What do you mean on the boat?
Wild. It would give me the opportunity to collect some plant specimens while I'm here in Sumeru.
I mean, I'm really good with the nature of Sumeru. I can go with you.
Ah, even better.
Yay, camp time.
Although, would it be possible for me to leave some of my luggage here? It would be rather cumbersome to take it camping. It shouldn't take up too much space.
Well, about that.
It seems like Edgar and these other two are trying to make it so no one goes near the hotel. But they're also trying not to be too suspicious. It's not just my impression, right? Yeah, I thought they were sus the first minute either.
Of course, no trouble at all. My brother and I will keep an eye on them for you, as long as you don't mind, mademoiselle.
All right then. Oud, why don't you take Emilie inside and find a suitable place for her luggage?
You guys are sus. You guys are super sus.
I'll prepare some refreshments and join you in a bit.
Sure. Gattashi Kova qui. Talking about cat. My cat saw a little lizard. Oh, finally seeing the interior. Ooh.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here? There's still so many flowers.
Are you good, Pieman? Not any allergy?
Hyman took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks like this exhibition is gonna be huge.
Do master perfumers always have their houses full of flowers?
No, that's a florist thing. We work closely with the essential oils of various plants. But to maintain a sharp sense of smell, most perfumers prefer to keep their homes free of strong odors.
Makes sense. When you work all day with something really strong, you don't want your house to be the same, or your nose is fucking gone like mine.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
So what's behind this door?
Oh, this room seems to be a connected suite, and my brother will be staying on the other side of the suite.
Okay.
Blaze, while you're out, why don't you bring our luggage over as well?
What? What are these sounds?
Blaze!
Yes, of course.
What were these sounds?
All right then, where can we find your luggage, mademoiselle? Blaze will go fetch it for you.
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine. Could I trouble you to bring that back as well? It would be the perfect way to repay you for your hospitality.
How generous. I should thank you on my brother's behalf. You stumbled upon his weakness. He's aloof about most things, but alcohol is his one true love.
Okay.
Is that so?
Emilie, I think you're smarter than what you make others think. Amber wine. I never heard about it on Fontaine. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Mr. Ood, Mr. Blaze, thanks for...
Hey, what are you doing?
Someone is getting kidnapped.
That's Master's voice.
Let's go out! What the fuck? Did he got kidnapped?
Edgar!
Master!
You good?
Hey, Edgar! Are you alright? Can you hear me?
Who did this?
Kyria. August.
Is he dead?
Kyria.
Hey, Edgar? Edgar!
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can...
We're gonna see where the culprit went.
Oh, thank you.
Someone called an ambulance, though. Oh, this is really pretty.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle?
Okay. I think the liquid inside this bottle is...
Really? You think so?
Could be. The bottle is really pretty, though. I'm gonna give you a fun fact. I actually collect bottles, and so I'm a real fan of this. What the fuck?
Do you think whoever did this was hiding in the flowers before they attacked Edgar?
Could be. Oh, so, okay, no. There are no traces here. Nope. Unless the culprit was of your size, I don't think it's possible.
True.
Okay. I
checked. It doesn't look like anyone passed through here.
Oh, but that's impossible. It's not like that kid can just grow some wings and fly away.
That kid?
Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could have just disappeared into thin air.
Okay, you know who did this. Okay. I see.
Well, we looked all over, but the only clue we found was that bottle.
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
Yeah, sure.
So, how's he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a certain liquid.
Ah, that's why that's muffled sound. Ah. Did they try to kidnap him? What the fuck?
He's still unconscious, and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now.
I mean, we found this bottle.
Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical composition is still unclear. We'll have to do further tests to determine if it's the same liquid and how toxic it is to the human body. But first, I do believe there are two people who could shed some light on the situation.
Yep.
Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
You know their true names.
Wait, you know.
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we'd never heard of those names before.
Uh-huh, sure, you'd never.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4 people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others. A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and 2 merchant brothers responsible for promoting the product on the market. The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. Their actions lured in numerous speculators and profiteers, inflating the price of Auguste even further. In the end, they were sent to the Fortress of Meripede for falsifying their accounts and destabilizing the market.
Damn.
If you do the math, they should be out of prison by now.
Damn.
And what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now, the name registered immediately.
I.
Ah, Miss Emily, out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in Fontaine, I'm inclined to believe that was simply a poor attempt at humor.
Yeah, sure. Oh, hi, cat. No, cat, please, please. Cat, no. I guess you want cuddles. Okay, I'll give you cuddles.
You have a bright future ahead of you. You wouldn't want to develop a reputation as someone who throws around false accusations, especially among merchant circles.
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, you took it to be alcohol.
What?
Just like I thought.
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't particularly renowned, but I'm certain any respectable perfume merchant in Fontaine would know of it. Unless, until recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world. Somewhere like the Fortress of Meripede, perhaps?
Emily, you little.
She's smart. She's smart. Oh, don't you even think about that. Nah.
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't bring this up to criticize you. No matter what happened all those years ago, the court has already passed its judgment.
Yeah.
But Master's life is in danger. We need to learn whatever we can about the person who has done this. If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine the 2 of you might also be in danger. So I'd like to trouble you for some information, if I may. Tell me about Kyria.
Fine. As you wish.
He got exposed.
Lucien, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orderly anyway.
Oh my god.
You were right, Miss Emily. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, Lucien, Edgar, and a researcher from Sumeru in charge of flower cultivation, Vijava. Sometime down the road, the Marechaussee Phantom came knocking, saddled us with a list of accusations, and started looking into our books. Oh, they did their meddling, and my brother Edgar and I were forced to serve time in the fortress as a result.
Okay.
Sounds like he's still upset about that.
Yeah.
Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him.
Ah. Okay, I see. That explains a lot.
Still, Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how I
Makes
met him.
sense.
My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study under him for a little while.
Damn.
But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher, Vijava.
Like us, Vijava was also staring down an investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the mora we managed to earn. All the Auguste flowers, everything we worked to create.
That's why the
was
whole
reduced
burned.
to nothing but a pile.
She was the one
of
burning
ash.
them. Okay, okay.
But destroying all that evidence, wouldn't that make things worse for her?
I mean, if you don't have any evidence, you cannot really do anything.
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fire as well.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
You know, this Kyria is still not mentioned
The
though.
name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either. But you two seem quite familiar with him.
Yeah. Who's this Kyria? Is she her daughter?
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother.
That's why you said that kid. Okay.
He was just a clueless kid back then. Somewhere in his teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes, but that was pretty much it. He didn't have any idea what we were doing.
Poor kid. He lost his sister.
Vijava kept him close most of the time. The three of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently, when people started saying
you
the
think he
Auguste
must know
flower had
something.
reappeared in Sumeru.
Damn. Hi, cat.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce the Auguste flower?
Could be.
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her. If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyria's the one that has it.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He
That
managed
means
to
he's
replicate
good,
the
if he can
perfume
replicate it.
itself.
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste. Wait, does that mean Auguste is poison?
Paimon. Perfumes are not digestible. In which universe you think perfumes are digestible? You don't drink perfumes, Paimon. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Poison? No, no. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be ingested. Even small
Thank
amounts
you,
can be
Sylvan.
dangerous, let alone ingesting a whole bottle at once.
Thank you. Paimon, just because you can eat a slime doesn't mean everyone can eat poisons.
If Auguste could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because Kyria forced him to drink perfume. It just happened to be a ghost.
It's kind of poetic, though. Huh. Sivan seems to be nervous all of a sudden. Why would Kiria attack Edgar, though?
He probably thought we had something to do with his sister's death. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea why she did all that.
Who knows?
We're not looking for Kyria because we have it out for him. We just wanted to see how he was doing. And, if possible, work together to bring back a ghost.
August.
We only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation. It had nothing to do with the product itself.
Little fraud and market manipulation. Just a little bit, not too much.
As long as we keep things honest this time around, bringing the product back to market would almost be like honoring his sister's memory.
Would it, though? I mean, she destroyed all the plans for a reason.
So that's why you never mentioned Kyria during your interrogation?
Yes, exactly. We were just looking out for the kid.
Anyway, that's all we know. If you're looking for information on what's in a goose, or what to do if you ingest it,
No, wait.
there are only two people to ask.
Italian
Edgar
translators.
or Kyria.
Looking out for the kid. It does mean searching for him, but in this case, it's not searching, is we're taking care. So it's not lo stavamo cercando, è lo stavamo proteggendo. Che santo. E che cazzo. Oh god, why did I get so small? Okay.
Well, at least we're able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested was in fact a ghost. That gives us a direction for further testing. Well then, I'd say that was a very enlightening discussion.
Yep.
Well, glad to hear it.
Seems not bad.
Lucian, let's head back to the room and rest a bit. With everything that's happened, there are things that need reconsidering.
You guys are up to no good at all. At all.
Yes, of course.
I don't trust you for 1 second. Yeah, they're hiding something.
Huh, you think so too? That does seem to be the case. Pity we don't have more evidence.
I like working with smart people. I like you, Emily.
But based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now, I suspect further questioning will only result in more made-up answers.
Yeah.
The way you exposed them like that, just based on a hunch, that was genius!
Are you really just a perfumer who is taking care of people in their free time?
Oh, right! Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor, and that your patients were unusual.
It's dead people. She's taking care of dead people.
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter are already dead.
So you're a forensic doctor?
Yeah.
Close. I'm actually a forensic cleaner.
Ah.
Once the forensic team and the Marechaussee Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world.
I mean, someone gotta do it.
In fact, with just a small alteration to the formula, the same tincture used as the base of perfume can also be made into a cleaning agent.
I'm kind of scared of you, girly pop.
Basically, there are two sides to forensics. Those who collect evidence to expose the truth, and those who clean up the smells, bloodstains, and other substances left behind at the scene.
Makes sense.
I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to Tainari and the officers at Port Ormos? We should update them on the situation.
Yeah, we should. No problem.
I'll stay here and continue to look after Master. Now that we have a sample of Auguste, I'm hoping further analysis won't be too difficult.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, fuck. Let me look at this up close. The bottle is so fucking pretty. It's so pretty. I want one. It's not fair. It's not fair. Here we go. BB. Dignity. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dignity.
Whoa, why the rush? Did something happen?
Someone almost got killed. No, nothing too big.
What? Edgar was attacked?
Yeah?
He's the most famous perfumer in the region. Someone who's helped countless people around Port Ormos. How could this happen?
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but we've got eyes all over the area. I'm sure someone's seen Kyria. I'll start gathering my forces. We won't let him get away.
What about you, Tighnari? Do you have a plan?
I'm sure the sheriff can handle things over at the scene, and I doubt Emily needs my help looking after Mr. Edgar.
But she said she's not a real doctor.
Then she was far too modest. She may not be a doctor by trade, but she has a deeper understanding of human anatomy and pharmacology than most scholars from the Amorta Darshan.
Yeah. She's good. She's good.
Not to mention the fact that Mr. Edgar's condition is related to perfume. Emily is certainly in the best position to help him.
Yeah.
As for me, I'll head to the academia and see what I can learn about Vijava and Kyria.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Vijava was supposed to be a scholar from Sumeru. Do you recognize the name?
From Emily's letter, certainly, but that was the first time I'd heard of it. The academia produces a lot of scholars, and there are plenty of graduates who choose to pursue a career outside their darshan.
Yeah, touche. It's kind of different.
I didn't have time to look into it earlier, but now it seems like Vijava's past could be critical to getting to the bottom of what happened to Mr. Edgar.
Yeah.
I have friends in Sumeru City that can help me investigate. With any luck, we'll have news to share by tomorrow. I'll leave you and Emily to watch over things here in Port Ormos.
Okay. Maybe. But we have to wait. Guys. Do we do a little bit of crazy? Because I like Emily, actually. I didn't realize I actually liked how many polls do I have? How much? I'm just saying, how many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 46, 46. Oh, hi, Yaffe. Extra pull. So, 56. Let's go to 100, okay? It's never repeated. Actually. Okay. 66. Why you two? Why you do? What? So 76. I made for this. Yep. 7, 8, 9. $80. Is it Emily?
Hello, my name is Emily. Is your inquiry perfume related by any chance?
Guy?
If your inquiry is of a different nature, I suggest we find a quieter place to talk.
Guys. I think this is like my 5th 50-51 in a row. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. So, let me check who I pulled. Okay, so. Emily, I won the 50-50. Wait a second. Let's check. It's my luck is I never get early pity, but I always find the characters. I have no words. So, who did I... 14, I won the 50-50. Who else? Who else? Guys. Guys, what can I say? Who was the other one? Don't remember. Chlorine and Yamiko. This is like my first 50-50 in a row one. It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I'm just built different. Oh, and Arlecchino also. It's 5th. I have 5 50-51s in a row. I have no words. Well, what can I say? Oh, I'm gonna use this finally. Well,
Thank you.
thank you. I don't have books though. That's the very embarrassing part. You use this? This just sucks for me. Who else? Oh yeah, but you're okay. 5 and I see six too. Woohoo! And yeah, Nico was already the max. So yeah. Woohoo! Where is it? Well, guess I'm gonna have another team for Lene. This is embarrassing for me. I mean, am I gonna make a new team? I'm probably gonna make a new team. Yep. Wait. New team. Explosions. Bam. Yeah. Okay, and it's going to be Lini.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Nahida.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
I really like a healer. No, wait. So, girly pop,
It would be my honor.
welcome. Yao Yao.
Don't
So I have
fear.
double dendro.
Yao's here.
Toma, 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 toma.
Where we headed this time?
I'm satisfied. Yippee! I have no idea how you set this girly pop. No idea. Wait, she uses the other set next to World Kid. Which, how was it called? How was it called? Was it this? Ustione. Oh, sì. Oh, yeah, it's this set. Okay. How am I supposed to build you, girly? Gonna be honest. I don't know how you're supposed to be set. At all. I have very good pieces. What? What? Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to be built. At all. At all. Well, let me check. How are you supposed to be built? Emily build Genshin Impact. How are you supposed to be built, girly? I'm embarrassing. I don't know what to say. Okay, how they build you? I finally have another off-field sub DPS. Nice. Nice. How do they build you? Okay. I'm not gonna get your weapon. Fuck you for that. Do I have the... I have the deathmatch. If I'm not wrong. It's this one. Should be this one, right? They build with Calamity Queller, that I don't have, your own weapon, Missive Windstyle, and Deathmatch. I see. I think this is better. Okay, they build you attack. Okay, Sans attack. Okay, let me... Do I have attack? Yeah, I do. I do. Do I have Dendro? I have it somewhere, somehow. I'm kind of impressed, not gonna lie. And crit rate and crit damage. Do I have something decent? Nah. Why is this locked? Bitch, get away. It could be just not enough space for something else, I guess. This one. Let me see if I have a Dendro piece. That I can use. Da 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 da. Not bad. Not bad at all. Like this. Dopo aver trascorso 3 secondi fuori dal combattimento, danni inflitti aumentano del 50%. Quando i combattenti sono vicini, non sono presenti avversari. Ok. For now, it's good. I mean, this piece is really good. Do I have another one, though? Let's see. Ooh, this one is better. Much better. Let's up it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Sure. Okay. Am I gonna get the streamer luck again? Okay. Fine by me. I have a lot of stuff that I have to throw. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Last upgrade. I'm not gonna say anything, okay? Good. Let's go. In for the ride. Yeah. Whatever. What is it? Can I have some free damage? Please? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Fine. What is happening? I mean, I could go with... It's not Dendro, though. It's not Dendro. Okay. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's fucking calm down. Oh, I never upped it. I'm maybe an idiot. Okay. Do I have the... I don't think I have materials for this. I don't think I have them. Wait, before throwing away stuff. Maybe the deathmatch is better. I mean, I still have a 90, so... 69-84. Honest. It's good for now. How your talent works? Ok. Attacca sporgendo sbuffi di mangiare, intervalli regolari contro gli avversari circostanti, progettati da dentro. Quando gli avversari avvicinanti sono effetti ostili, questi emanano una romba ogni 2 secondi, intervalli regolari. La teca comune di rami circostanti per riversare. Il momento di livello permette alla teca di spargere un sbuffo di volta in più attacco. Se inizia a livello 1 può salire, bla bla bla. Neuma. Ok, you're Yaemiko. Fine. Yaemiko, ok. Yaemiko with Navi's ulti. Ok. Nice. Okay. Yeah. You're Yaemiko with Navi's ulti. I see. Let's go. Not gonna say anything. I still have 100 pulls. It's embarrassing. Oh yeah, I can. Oops. Okay.
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emily's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first.
I only heard her voice lines now that I think about it. Not this one, but to the...
Hello. Oh, Would you ring when what? High quality ingredients can. I like to serve a casual. I'm what per
Blah,
the
blah, blah,
five
blah, blah.
cents. Enough people off. All the
Wait.
fresh. I don't eat a lot of.
That.
Are there
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I missed one.
Happy birthday! I know perfume preferences are extremely personal, but I took the liberty of choosing one I think you'll like. It's one of my own creations.
Okay.
Reconstitute! Extract!
Extract!
Neutralize! Fresh and floral!
Oh.
This'll brighten up the place.
Okay.
A little ambiance.
Why are they so funny?
Do the spoils live up to your expectations? Shall I help share the load?
Oh.
Not a shred of information about the owner.
Finders keepers.
My sense of smell is fading.
Mine is already gone, girly pop.
That was an adverse reaction. Time to reassess the scene. Take a moment. Don't worry, I'm here. I can smell blood.
Oh, that's so dark. What the fuck?
The lantern is extinguished.
Oh.
Is it my time?
No!
My weakness. I was poorly prepared. I must be more prudent. It would be my honor.
She's
The
so
pleasure is all
sweet.
mine. I'm quite flattered.
She's so sweet. Also, I to be honest, I really like burning teams, but I didn't have anyone to do burning teams without absolutely fucking killing myself. So let's fucking go. I would really like a pyro healer, but life sucks. No, Bennett is not a fucking healer. He's a support. And I hate him. I would like a pyro healer that I like. Okay, this is awkward. Wait a second. Okay. You good?
Emily!
You don't look too happy. How is Edgar doing?
No longer in critical condition,
Okay.
thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness soon.
Nice. Very, very nice. My cat also saw a lizard.
My chemical analysis of a goose also went smoothly, although it certainly raised some questions.
What questions?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Okay.
Elemental energy?
So it could have some effect to the organism?
Hard to say. It was such a minute amount, proportionally speaking, like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean.
Still strange.
I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample.
Damn.
Unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy,
Like
I
me.
doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years.
I'm particularly sensitive, so keep that bottle away from me.
As for whether Master's condition was caused by the elemental energy present in the sample or some other component of the perfume, it's still too early to say.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. Did Tainari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a look.
I received a message from him last night, but I haven't heard anything since. The message said he was looking into some information at the academia.
It's the Genshin mid-pat. Yeah.
Oh, Paimon thought he might have stopped by to see you first.
Hi, friendly.
Excuse me? Is Miss Emily here?
Colleen, what the fuck are you doing here now? What? No.
Familiar faces. Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Hi. I feel awkward. I should be Dendro too now. This just got awkward all of a sudden.
Ah, of course. Tainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
I still cannot stop thinking about how Emily's suit is. I'm the best one.
And please, no need for formalities. Emily is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss Emily? Did Tainari send you here, Kale? Yep. Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night.
Poor
Still
Tignari.
haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me to come and give you an update.
Yeah.
Anyway, based on what they've reviewed so far, they believe there's no indication that a researcher by the name of Vijava ever passed through the academia.
Huh? But maybe she had another name?
Master considered that possibility as well, but the name wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research direction or background, but also couldn't find a match.
Okay, now this is weird.
How is that possible?
Huh? Maybe her identity as a Sumeru researcher was a fraud since the start. That one person color looks weird. The one with the green hair. Not the weirdest one. Her master is weird. Tignari is much weirder. Tignari looks like he threw himself into the wardrobe and whatever was attached to his body stayed on his body.
It's starting to seem very likely.
That's not even too
If we want
bad.
to figure
She has
out her
very
true
earthy
identity,
colors.
I'm afraid another conversation with those two merchants might be our only...
Hey,
Oh no.
Lucian!
Oh no.
Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back, do you?
The fuck is it? A ghost? We're outside of the fucking house.
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them.
Okay, let's go check. Like, what is dignity? I think this is... Bro is a much more of a mess than Kali. Child, Kali this character. I mean, Kali's a kid. Spare her that. She's a kid. She has earthly colors. Her master is so much worse. So much worse, dignity. If you remove all these random accessory, is fine. The problem is the random accessories, like the yellow flower, the bells, the cord. The boy looks like a fucking mess. You know who looks messier? I hate his design so much.
Wow!
Fair and valid. Still, I like the cast. Sadly, I'm a main Tignari. I like his character. He's just very bad with clothes. I have to decide Lucian, I guess.
It's locked?
Okay, let me try to force it. Madonna.
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Wake up!
Did this become a murder mystery? How the fuck did he get in? Is he dead?
Emily, my brother, he's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious. Like what happened to Edgar?
The fuck
I'm
happened?
sorry, Mr. Sylvain, but we were too late this time.
Oh, bro is dead. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, he's dead.
No, that's not possible.
Well, we have a
Traveler,
corpse.
Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock.
Yeah, we're in front of a fucking corpse.
He needs some space to calm down. Could one of you take him next door? It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Yeah.
Of course. Leave it to me.
I'm gonna call the police.
Both.
What the fuck?
Mr. Sylvain, let's get you up. Here, take my hand. Nice and slow. We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Oh man. This is what happens when you hide something from me and don't tell everything. People die. How the fuck
Poor
did it got
guy.
in?
He's like a shell of his former self.
Paimon. His brother is fucking dead, of course. Of course. Still, how the fuck did the kid get inside and kill him?
He may have made some bad decisions in life, but
Probably
right
such a...
now,
No,
Paimon
I agree, I
can't
agree.
help but feel sorry for him.
Sometimes she's very sweet and as a dear friend of her character, sometimes I want to throw her in a lake. Yeah, she's very kickable. She has the exact same dimension for a ball to be kicked.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful. All the moments he shared with his brother, every hardship and triumph they endured together, are now memories he has to carry alone.
Maybe this is why Kiria did it. Maybe this is what Kiria wanted
If
to do.
Kiria really was behind this, then what exactly did he do to Lucian?
Yeah, you didn't kill Edgar.
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can.
Yeah, this just... Yeah, we're in an episode of CSI all of a sudden. Oh god.
Traveler, I've got things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
Okay, go do your job, girly pop, I guess. Living it to the expert. Yeah, we have a
Who
body.
would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air, and now this happens. Miss Emily, I heard you're an experienced forensic doctor. Have you been able to discover anything?
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to have some relevant knowledge.
You're a forensic cleaner. Still
I did take a
more
look,
knowledgeable
though.
than me.
Judging by the temperature and rigidity of the body, it appears the time of death was sometime last night. I'd have to do a more thorough investigation to find out more.
So the brother screaming was him not being able to enter the room. Oh, damn. I thought... Well, that's why we didn't say it. That he was already fucking killed. Oh, damn.
Then, would you mind helping us investigate? Before he left, Tainari said we could trust your judgment if something like this were to happen.
Of course, I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so the sooner we investigate, the better.
Yeah.
We'll help too. We don't know much about dead bodies, but you can leave the other clues to us.
I gotta say, Paimon, I'm actually surprised you are fine with this, because last time we saw a dead person, you were screaming. So, I'm actually impressed that you're fine right now. Which is, oh yeah, let's help. You were screaming last time, what? Okay, let's see. Oh, well. Okay, it's full of clothes. No, the necessities. Kinda heavy. Okay. Wardrobe. Okay, no one could hide in this. It's so small. Too many sections. Okay. The incense in the hair. It's kind of familiar. Wait, did he slowly kill them? In his sleep? Door? Okay. This is the door that goes to the courtyard. The lock broke because we forced it. It was probably locked last night.
And the windows are shut tight too. Seems like the only way to get in would have been through Sylvain's room.
Sylvain is still fucking hiding something. Paimon, are you fine? There are a lot of flowers.
Well, looks like we've investigated as much as we can. Let's go report back to Emilie and Shiam.
So, on anything?
So, did you find anything?
The only way to get inside was from Sylvan room.
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
Did you make a drawing, Paimon? Oh yeah, she did. Then how did it get... Oh no, this is really about a mystery. Oh god.
But entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain... Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who...
No, he had no fucking reason to do it.
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have a motive.
Exactly.
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our only available witness. We have to take his statement.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, I've made some new discoveries, so we might as well head next door and go through everything together.
Yeah. Okay, next room. Sylvan's room. Let's see if everything's alright here.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon. Did you see or hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful. We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from the other room, we could help each other. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucian was...
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room.
How the
No
fuck did
signs
it
of a
happen?
struggle at the scene, and no external injury on Lucian's
Could it
body.
be?
What
Could
kind
it
of
be
cause of death are we
the
dealing with here?
incense? The incense smelled familiar. It could be that.
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucian's pupils were dilated, and his skin was flushed, very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was forced to ingest anything. The more plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance without knowing it, and I'd say that substance was likely a ghost.
Because he had everything locked. So he was strapped with the smell. He fucking died because of that.
A goose? No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night.
Wait, just a night. So you mean the prolonged exposition is dangerous?
No, that's not what I meant. Emily, you ran your tests, didn't you? Go on. Tell everyone whether you found any poison.
No, I didn't find any common toxins.
Common.
See? A ghost is harmless. The market response proved that years ago.
Common one, she said.
That may be true for most people, but not for everyone.
Oh, hi, Edgar.
Master!
Edgar? You're up and about already?
Bro is built different.
Thanks to Emily, I'm out of the woods for now. Sylvain, no matter how hard you may try to hide it, the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be?
It was dangerous as a perfume. Okay. I guess this was one of the reason why uh, the researcher burned everything. Maybe she died in the fire because of that. Because of the smell, she just passed out and was poisoned.
No, he would never give up. Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
Yelena. You have a lot to explain, my man.
That's Vijava's real name. Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exiled Fatus from Snezhnaya.
That's a completely different location. Huh? Okay. Exiled. Exiled.
Fatus?
Hi, colleague.
The Fatui. Well, that means the elemental energy present in Auguste was...
Oh no, delusions.
Ah, so you've already detected it. Well, Sylvain, looks like there's truly no reason to hide things now.
Oh,
I mean, to be honest, you already all went to prison. So, and there is not much you can do
The
about it.
Auguste flower was created with the mutative and distorting power of a delusion.
So it was dangerous. What the fuck?
A delusion?
The Fatui, delusions... I never would have thought Auguste was hiding this many secrets.
And it was so dangerous. What the fuck?
Born of a delusion, Auguste contained distorted elemental energy. A prolonged exposure over many years could have a harmful effect on the body.
Like a delusion would cause harm.
that's enough, Edgar. I'll take it from here. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower, but no one knew how long the perfume mania was going to last back then. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we postponed going to market was another day of lost earning potential.
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
It seems like to prison to poison. What? They went to prison, Paimon. Are you surprised?
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about Auguste being harmful over time, Yelena was just speculating. The impact was practically negligible. Unless you were particularly sensitive to elemental energy or had an entire bottle shoved down your throat like Edgar, you could use the product for decades and be completely fine.
Yeah, I guess makes sense.
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine.
Still.
But even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing a product to market despite explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a serious crime.
The noble and divine Auguste made from an illusion. If the truth came out, you wouldn't be able to sell the product back then.
That explains why you were so intent on keeping Yelena and Kyria's involvement a secret all this time, despite readily confessing to all your financial crimes. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the Marechaussee Phantom discovered the connection between the three, there would have been enough evidence to send you to the Fortress of Meripede for life.
Yeah, that's why you just meet on the fraud. So the other stuff wouldn't come out.
Ha! If I'd known coming to Sumeru would put a target on my back, I would have been more than happy to stay there. At least that way, Lucian would still be alive. All these years without any sign of Kyria, and he pops up out of nowhere the minute my brother and I get out of prison? It couldn't be any clearer who the kid's after.
Yeah. Rightfully so, to be honest. Maybe killing a person is too much, but
A ghost was harmless before. The fact that it's killing people all of a sudden must be his doing as well.
So there's bad blood between you.
Yeah, Callie.
What about Yelena's death? Was that a cover-up too? A way to destroy evidence?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care to disguise the products circulating on the market, and no one was questioning Yelena's fake identity. But if the Mara Chaussee Phantom decided to look into the flower beds, it would have been the end. Yet before we could even put our plan in motion, Yelena beat us to it. She burned all her flower beds and threw herself into the fire as well.
Something must have happened.
But if her goal was to destroy evidence, there would have been no reason to do that to herself.
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
Maybe she couldn't. And she decided the way to die.
I thought about it for a long time, but it wasn't until just now that I finally understood her reasoning. Everything she did, it was for her brother, Kyria. One of the reasons they defected from the Fatui was the deterioration of Yelena's body due to her excessive use of a delusion.
She was about to
She
die. Yeah,
didn't
she
want her
decided how
brother
to die.
follow in her footsteps after her death.
She was already gone, basically.
After arriving in Fontaine, Yelena continued using the delusion to cultivate the Auguste flower, weakening her body even further. There were times when she couldn't even walk.
So she couldn't flee with her brother because she was afraid of holding him back.
If her true identity was exposed, she and her brother would face pressure from both Snezhnaya and Fontaine.
Damn. And Shiznaya has always had that blood. I see the name of the quest now.
The Auguste flower and Yelena's own corroded body both bore the mark of a delusion. There would have been no way to avoid suspicion.
Damn.
So, in the end, she burnt it all to ash, including herself. With all the evidence erased,
She was part of the
Kyria was
clues.
free to take the Mora and run.
So the wealth you earned from Auguste, it wasn't destroyed in the fire. Yelena gave it to her brother?
Most likely. Before Yelena died, she said if anything happened to her, she was going to leave everything to her brother. We just didn't realize she meant our cut as well.
To be honest, you kind of deserve it.
That's why Lucien and I were searching for Kyria, to take back our Mora and the Auguste flower. We just didn't realize Kyria was baiting us the whole time. It was all a trap.
Why do you want the goose flower again, bitch? It wasn't. It was toxic.
But why is Kyria out for revenge anyway? Doesn't he know about Yelena's decision to sacrifice herself?
I don't think he knew his sister was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him to conceal her deteriorating appearance. She kept herself busy with work to keep out of sight. That way her brother wouldn't notice how she could barely walk.
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kyria what really happened, and then
He still killed someone, Paimon. I don't want to be that person.
Sure. Even if he knew the truth, he'd still find someone to blame.
Yeah.
He might think Yelena was
Also, he
forced
killed
into
someone I
using
would
a
like to
delusion
remember.
cultivate a goose.
To remind
Or
everyone.
something like that. It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of hatred. Especially when you've been living in that headspace for so many years.
Ah, right,
Very
Cully.
true. Even if Yelena's death was her own choice, I wouldn't call myself innocent either.
Yeah.
Edgar, what are you talking about?
Think about it, Sylvain. If we hadn't been in such a hurry to capitalize on the perfume mania all those years ago, do you think Yelena would have elected to take those risks? If
No.
we hadn't been so blinded by
And
greed,
you would have
so
a
insistent
time
on
to
increasing
make
the
it not
scale of the
toxic.
flower cultivation, do you think Yelena's health would have deteriorated as fast as it did? If
No.
we hadn't invited the Marechaussee Phantom to our doorstep by breaking the law at every turn, Yelena could have survived.
She knew her limits. She knew her days were numbered. Maybe it was for her brother, but she was in it for the Mora just as much as us. We were just trying to earn a bit of Mora. And what,
You
we
are
deserve to die
scum.
for that? Target me for being the mastermind, sure.
You are absolute scum.
What about Lucien? He was just following my orders. Lucien's crime, was it really so extreme that he had to pay for it with his life?
The only person that can answer that question is a judge.
Yeah.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway. Drag me back to Fontaine to stand trial. I don't care.
3 people from Fontaine, 1 from Snezhnaya, and a crime committed in Port Ormos.
Yeah, what a nightmare. Oh god, this is such a nightmare. So, what is gonna happen now?
Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends someone to deal with it. I'm guessing we'll have to contact Fontaine as well. In any case, we won't really know anything until tomorrow. With the exhibition, we don't even have space in Port Ormos to detain anyone. Such a headache.
The hotel could suffice. You could station a few officers to keep an eye on Sylvain and myself. Although with Sylvain's mental state and my physical one,
Yeah.
I don't think you need to worry.
It's
about
more
a jail.
protection than anything, to be honest.
Mr. Edgar, are you saying...
If Sylvain is to stand trial, then I deserve the same fate. A crime is a crime.
You're
accomplice
much more
or
honest
not.
than
I'd
him.
just like to take care of a few things before I go. Say goodbye to my plants and all that. As for Sylvain, I'm sure he also has some goodbyes of his own.
Like, is that brother in the
Would
other
you be
room?
willing to grant that request, Sheriff?
Well, all right. I'll talk to the Academia. No matter who you were in Fontaine or what crimes you committed, the man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person. Your request is granted.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
Hi, Cat. Wait, doesn't that mean that something could happen again tonight?
Happen tonight? Oh, you mean the possibility that Kyria might try to finish what he started?
Yep.
Yeah, all we know is that he uses a goose to poison people.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it
Still
was
have no
Densense.
idea how to catch him in the act.
It was
If we
Densense.
target Sylvain or Edgar again, we might not be able to stop him.
That may be true, but what if we can take advantage of his desperation?
Desperation?
If we take advantage of this situation and lure him in on purpose, we might finally have the chance to talk to him.
Master, no. That's too dangerous.
So, that's your plan. If Kyria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, his last chance to enact his revenge would be tonight. In other words, you want to use us as bait to capture him.
Yeah.
Capture? Not necessarily. I just want to talk. What? Are you afraid of him?
Afraid? This is my only chance to make him pay for what
No,
he did.
Sylvain.
I'm
Sylvain.
spending the rest of my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset with our fortune. There's no way I'm letting him get away with it. Not
Let's
after what
fucking
he
calm
did
down,
to
okay?
Lucian.
Let's calm down.
As for the danger, everyone else just needs to make preparations in advance to protect us.
I'll admit, it could work. We just need to spread the word that Edgar and Sylvain are leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel. If we have your assistance as well, our chance of success would be even higher.
Really curious
I
of
still have some
how
reservations.
this
But
kid
if
looks
you
like.
insist on carrying out this plan, I won't deny you my help.
We could help with guarding this place.
I'll also keep watch.
Although I think Sylvain and myself should remain alone in our respective rooms. If Kyria noticed another person in the room, he might decide to turn back. And besides, it's possible he's already transformed Auguste into a potent toxic gas.
Yeah, like an incense
You
gas.
mean if he doesn't see a way to get his hands on the two of you, he might get so desperate that he'll just start using a goose on everybody?
If
Yeah.
that were to happen, everyone's standing guard. Even the innocent citizens in Port Ormos would all be in danger.
That's why everyone
Yes.
else needs to keep to the shadows.
Oh man, are you good?
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
This old pack of bones doesn't bounce back like it used to. I suppose I'll just have to leave the rest to you.
All right, we can figure out a plan to keep watch later. Right now, I say we split up, start spreading that information before it's too late.
Okay. Okay, good. Let me drink.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away tomorrow.
What? He's the one who helped craft all the fragrances for our shop.
He taught my child how to make perfume. How could this happen?
Stuff happened.
He hasn't been convicted yet. Let's just wait and see what the court has to say.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone on the street is talking about the rumors. No matter where Kyria is hiding, he must have heard them by now. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it.
Okay. Hi, Emilie.
Emily, Sheriff Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the night watch.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here, I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
Oh, it's not good to be so tense, especially when we've got a long night ahead of us. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something seems to be on your mind.
Yeah, the patootie.
Was it that obvious?
You
Yeah,
seem
kinda.
very preoccupied with Kyria's revenge. If there's anything you want to talk about,
It reminds you of you, Kale. It reminds her of yourself.
Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway. I've just been thinking. If Kyria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucian last night?
That's a good
There was
question.
just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way. Don't you think?
Right.
When I accompanied Sylvain to his room after Lucian died and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
Damn.
So did he attack Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
Yeah.
Based on what we've heard about Curia, that may very well be the case.
Yeah.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure? Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred?
Chloe.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature. In all my
I get
years
it.
of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now.
It's not an easy
Some of them
job,
even try to
forensic
stop me,
cleaner.
begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with fragrance for too long, and your sense of smell will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose
It's
the
not an
ability
easy
to
job
think
to do.
rationally.
Anything
So while
forensic.
you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask
But it
yourself,
must be done, sadly.
do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make those decisions? Answering those questions requires a lot of time and evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our
thing
reach.
for a that's a thing for a tribunal,
I've
not
witnessed
us.
a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered,
Yeah.
and the whole picture ever incomplete.
Once you're consumed by hatred, it will become next to
I
impossible to
guess.
think about things that way. For someone like Curia, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's
We're
because
just more
we're
lucid.
fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of loss.
Yeah.
But that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late.
He already killed that person
Curia's
there.
decision, but I still want to stop him. Master,
And attacked
Sylvain,
another
and
one.
Curia. They all deserve to survive.
Huh. The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Edgar, you have something on your mind. I don't like it. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill yourself?
Emilie, traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two! Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
A little exercise never hurt anyone. Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru. So I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
We can do that for you, Master.
No need. I've grown attached to these flowers, and this is my last chance to say goodbye. Come tomorrow.
You have something on your mind. I don't like
I'll be
it.
happy to entrust their care to you. I would imagine Sheriff Sham is here for a more important reason.
The Night Watch! You mentioned earlier that we still need to confirm our plans.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room.
So you mean Lucian's room?
Exactly. After some discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next. You're the most skilled fighter here, traveler.
Oh no. The travel is very it's very susceptible to elemental energy. That fucking incense is still there. Oh no, for the love of God. Please.
And Emilie's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two stationed next to Sylvain's room. So,
Fine by me.
are you up for it?
What do you say, Emily?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll be glad to have your help tonight, Traveler.
Okay. Yippee. Okay, let's go. I have a bad feeling. We still have no dungeon moment. I'm worried.
Huh. Not a peep. Has Kirya given up on his revenge?
Nah, do you really think it would so little would do it?
Guess we'll have to keep at it.
Time pass and night come.
Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Sham did not alert us or anything.
Perhaps Kirya's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes.
Could be.
No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped off the Marechaussee Phantom years ago.
Yeah, and he already killed Lucian. There is no reason to stop now.
There must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Like the fucking incense I saw.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty.
There is nothing to... Paimon. There is nothing to make tea here.
You're right. Maybe we can look for a
Okay, I thought for a second that she...
like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Because they bloom only during the night.
Flowers, glaze lilies, incense. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Ah, it's like the allergy reaction. That's why he was killed only during the night, because this flower bloom only during the night. He discovered a reaction with the August perfume only during the night.
Wait, what?
Hey, did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
It was the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was murdered in cold blood.
Ah, so he was dead.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Lucian, and now this.
Wait, so we found him dead? Oh no!
Listen up, everyone. This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
Oh, so we found him dead. Oh, lovely. So he was already fucking dead. Okay,
It's been
double
3 days
murder.
and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
Do you think it could be the work of an evil spirit? I mean, how do you get away with something like that with so many people watching?
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
I'm starting to think it's Edgar. I'm really starting to think it's Edgar.
I suppose I'm next.
You don't know that. Kirya already attacked you once, and you survived. Perhaps he doesn't consider your crime to be worthy of death.
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emily. I never did thank you for that, did I?
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Is that so? I suppose I'm a very fortunate person then.
So I guess both merchants' brothers are fucking dead. Okay, lovely.
I have exceptional students, caring friends, and the respect of my peers. If it is indeed my time to go, then I'll die without regrets. But Kyria has nothing. Yelena is gone. Now his enemies are too. It really makes you wonder if there's even a reason to keep on living.
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself once we finally catch him.
Well,
yes.
I hope it all goes well. Emily, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now.
Yeah.
But so many flowers were transported here for the show. Some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. I can't let them wither away with no one to care for them. Whether Kyria gets to me first, or I'm sent back to Fontaine to stand trial, I won't be around to look after them. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I entrust them to your care?
Of course, Master.
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so I've gotta go.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting. He can be quite impatient.
I'm sorry, Master.
You're hiding something too, Edgar. No, Edgar. You're not gonna kill yourself, right?
Another all-nighter. Paimon sure hopes Emily's plan will go well. Oh, but Kali still looks quite worried.
Fucking sense.
Let's go talk to her.
I have a I think it's either Edgar himself who killed them, or he's gonna kill himself. And like, I think he did that on his own. It wasn't a attack or anything. I'm sure she can take care of herself.
Yeah, that's true.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. The crowd is gone now too, but I have to admit, I'm not really sure what's going on. After listening to Emily's plan, I started getting the materials together and arranging personnel. I barely had a second to spare last night.
Now I wonder, wait, is Sylvan really dead? Or is just an excuse and we're hiding him?
To be honest, I'm still not sure how the crime was committed that night.
It's actually really easy.
The key clue was right in front of us the entire time.
You really couldn't wait to say, huh?
Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
Here. Borneolo spirituale.
Wasn't this incense originally in Lucian's room? It must have been moved here before nightfall yesterday.
Someone moved it.
This is it!
Here the ghost.
The glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before. It's a flower from Liyue, right?
Yep.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back!
How did it go?
Exactly as expected.
Okay. Yeah. We were absolute fucking lying to Edgar. Okay. It's either him, the culprit, or we want the true culprit to think that the other brother is dead. I don't think the other brother is dead.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelitpala lotus.
Yep.
Exactly. Although the Neelitpala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's closed, the gaps between the petals are too large.
Yeah, well, the glazed lily just fucking shut down. Wait. That means they had the August inside the glazed lily, so when it bloomed, it got released. I thought it was a combination of the incense and stuff like that.
That's why Kyria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an Agus sample.
Why is Kyria written like that? It really is Edgar. It really is Edgar. Kyria never was part of this. I see. Huh. Partisterra versato nel vaso di fiere.
There's a sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals. It's one I recognize. If you stick the petals together with slime condensate, then, in the daytime, the glaze lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Yeah. This one.
That's right. He applied a diluted form of slime condensate to the petals to stick them together and enclosed a sample of Agus in the center.
You know who really wanted to take care of the flowers? Edgar. Edgar. Because we never saw the other guy because he was never here at all.
That way, the Agus would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate into the air. This also allowed the culprit to plant the poison well in advance, while his targets remained oblivious. However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glaze lily from opening at night. So by nightfall, the flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the Agus trapped inside.
Still, is it toxic because it's he's doing a strange reaction with other stuff?
And Kyria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the room during the night.
By the next morning, the sample of Agus would have nearly fully evaporated. The glaze lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
And so the mission would be over.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of a goose is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man?
No, I think it's doing a reaction with other stuff.
And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because Agus is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
The ones who were exposed for all the time.
Ah, you mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff?
Nah.
That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago. If the stuff gave them a bad reaction, they would have known from the very start.
There is other stuff.
I wouldn't
like
use
an incense.
the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But that distinction isn't important right now. You can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucian are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
The incense. That's where it comes from now. Because it makes you really relaxed and stuff like that. And I think Akiri is just Edgar. Mare primordiale. The incense.
The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back on it, I'm almost certain it was the scent of Spirit Borneal.
The motherfucking thing that knocked me out at the start of Sumeru.
In Sumeru, scholars use Spirit Borneal to aid meditation and stimulate their connection to the Dendro Archon.
It makes you more susceptible.
Alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
And Kira chose the spiritual Borneal.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
Yeah, I'm the same, to be honest.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers are pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liyue. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition. What a coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence un paio palle.
Actually, it's not a coincidence at all.
The exposition, the hotel, it was all organized perfectly.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
Yeah.
He probably used the Mora Yelena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free.
Sure. Sure, Kale.
But in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark.
Yeah.
But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kyria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of
we were
pure
searching the wrong person.
but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily. Setting up the Spirit Borneal in advance. And arranging for Sylvain and Lucian to stay at the
That's
hotel.
why he didn't want anyone else in the hotel.
It all points to one person. The expert in charge of the entire exhibition. Kyria and Edgar are one and the same.
But Kyria was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now.
Yeah. Wait. The delusions.
Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away, it would be impossible.
Wait, wasn't Edgar also arrested or something like that? Like, wait, and the other two merchants recognized them. I'm so confused.
Bad news, Sheriff. Mr. Edgar was attacked.
What?
He tried to kill himself, okay.
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone. Do you think Kyria kidnapped him?
I need you to think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
The delusions. That's why he looks so old. He's been using the fucking delusion. I remember the whole Inazuma nightmare.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
a suicide.
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death...
himself included.
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die... Then there's still one target left.
I'm so confused. Please, someone explain it. I have some things are not clear because they recognized it. Like,
the shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
like
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
it could have taken care of. No. Well.
The merchants nearby.
It could have taken care of Edgar years ago, and now that he's been using the delusion, he looks like it, but like, I don't know.
A ghost! It's a ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
I saw a black shadow. It ran right past me.
Okay, everyone's fucking scared. Okay, yep.
How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
Oh, damn it!
This is terrifying.
This is terrifying.
No, don't come any closer.
It's really funny searching someone using a delusion with Hafatui. Really funny. There's a chest in the water.
If we go any further, we'll be out of Port Ormos. There'll be hardly any witnesses.
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long
Damn,
ago.
give me your nose, girly pop. I cannot smell anything.
It's
My
this
nose
way.
is gone.
Please, follow me.
Also, are you a dog, girly pop? Wait. Priorities. Okay. I have priorities in my life, okay? Where the fuck? Oh, here. Ah! Oh, wait. Put myself faster. Let's go. What? Mind your fucking business. What the fuck do you want from me? Shut up. No. Mind your business.
Yeah.
The scent is getting stronger.
Ah,
This must
dungeon
be the
time. Dungeon time. Nice. Let's go. Please let me use your Emily because mine is level 20. Oh, 40 actually. Dungeon time!
Oh! Oz!
Oz?
Are you alright? Were you attacked?
No, I'm all right. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden, I didn't feel so hot.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe.
I think he's gonna go out on his own accord.
This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume. He's a good man. I can't just abandon him to die by Curia's hand.
Oz, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar is the one we're after. He and Kiria are the same person.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Kiria was in his 30s.
Yeah, but delusion is a little funny.
Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look decades older, that doesn't seem possible.
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
A delusion.
Kiria used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru?
Damn, he really did his best on that thing. I think he took care of Edgar years ago, and the others, since they've been to prison for a long time, they didn't realize it was the same person. I mean, they met Kiria when he was a kid.
I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kiria killed the real Edgar in Fontaine not long after his release from prison.
Yeah.
While Edgar was incarcerated, Kiria started making preparations to replace him.
Exactly.
Including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery, and planning the real Edgar's demise.
Yeah.
The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose: the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade. And Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to his appearance, and everyone would believe he was exactly who he claimed: Edgar, a perfumer from Fontaine. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills. It would have been a gradual process, one that ensured no one around him would notice anything unusual.
Damn, you... Your master was a killer. Lovely. Serial killer.
Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel.
Alright, it did say that.
He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
I guess for him, yes.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
He killed already 3 people. I think he's good.
What you really need is to get out of here and rest.
No, I can keep going.
No, you fucking can't.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly.
Listen to the expert.
I know how to relieve your symptoms, Mr. Ooze. Please come with me and rest. I'm sure Kiria... No, Edgar wouldn't want any more innocent people implicated in all this.
Yeah, I think he's gonna just eliminate the last person he's missing. Himself.
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us.
Thank God for
this
once.
leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us.
Thank God, because I'm really sensible to elemental energy.
Actually, now that I think about it, this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
Do a list this, August.
Thanks. Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. Ooze, head back to Port Ormos and start gathering reinforcements.
Got it.
Traveler, Emily, Paimon, please be careful.
Oh, we'll do our best.
For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us or for Kyria. We're not going to let a goose kill anyone else. It's time for the mythos to fade into obscurity.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Thank God you're making me use your own. How did you? Huh? Why? Why do you build them like this? Why? Why do you give them this fucking set? I hate you. Wait, what does your weapon do? Ok, milioni, ok.
Monsters? Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Step right up.
Okay. Let's see. Pop.
I've never seen these seeds before.
Fuck are
They
these
must
things?
also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Ah. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. Good. Yes. This place is really pretty though. What the fuck is this?
Whoa, look at all the goose flowers!
Oh, these are the goose flowers?
There are so many of them.
They're so
I
pretty.
can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
They're so pretty though.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
But why would Kyria need this many goose flowers? He only needed a few bottles of a goose to carry out his plan, right?
Perhaps hatred wasn't the only emotion fueling his obsession with a goose.
Because it was the creation of her sister. Of his sister. You mean?
Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Agus flowers just like his sister is the best homecoming he could ask for.
Yeah. Yeah, he chose to come here to die. They're so pretty though. These flowers are so fucking pretty. Aw, too bad they're lethal and made with delusions. Too bad. That way. Okay, let's go. Again? God damn it.
A round of applause.
Reconstitute! Fresh and floral!
Check this out.
Please die. Hey. Up. Excuse me. Could you please go and move? There. Up, up. Come on. Okay.
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh. Quite the ecological marvel.
Fuck is
Let's head back to the
that?
place where the seeds first appeared.
No, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Come on, move. I don't have all day. Come on, big boy. Okay. Up, up. Mama. Vámonos. Okay. Okay.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Okay. Wait. No! Wanted to... There's so many flowers! What the fuck, man? Oh, oh yeah, you fucking... You're the color of my own skin. We literally have the same color. That color is not really nice on a human. Oh god, he's about to fucking die. Yeah. He's white as a ghost.
We're almost at the end.
Did they catch up that fast? No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter. This is far enough.
No! And go. I don't think it's good to drink perfume. What the fuck?
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Can I not fucking cry every time there is a story quest? No, it's Kyria.
Emily? I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her. Yelena. We were together.
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
No, The amount of August I drank, it should have been enough.
She'd already discovered and took care of it. I was wondering, like, how did she not notice the bottle since she was taking care of stuff for one where he hid it? I'm sorry to say to you, but it wasn't the real thing.
A fake? But how?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind. To create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making, the product in its most primitive
form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it. Hurry, Mom.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emily?
Yeah, the flowers. So he was in under the pot.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste.
So he wasn't
and
dead.
lied to me about Sylvain's death.
I was right. He wasn't dead.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
To be honest, Yelena did say that she needed time to make it non-lethal and perfection it. She wouldn't have died if they gave her more time.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
Auguste was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract essential oils, separate oils and fats. We even discovered new ways to combine fragrances together. The mythos surrounding Auguste may have been untouchable almost 20 years ago, but now it's time for it to become a thing of the past.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory.
He was just too obsessed about this perfume.
But the meaning you assigned to Auguste became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it, just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And you just forgot that it was nothing else but a bottle of perfume.
Your obsession with Auguste is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
And we couldn't expect that you would have activated the delusion.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't you? So, Sylvain isn't dead. Since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then.
Yeah.
That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on with the sheriff?
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit borneal and Auguste combination to wreak havoc.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death. Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak.
Yeah, because
All
we
the
noticed
crimes
it
he
earlier.
concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see, and all his secrets will be revealed. The same goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
Paimon, he was fucking ready to die. You think it's a problem? He literally drank a whole bottle of perfume ready to die. I think prison is fine.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do. I may have lost in the end, but it was my choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back, is there?
Careful, everyone. This environment is dangerous. I'll lead the way.
Stick close and hurry up. We can't let Edgar die.
Looks like I'm almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
The combination you used to make your accord. How did you figure it out?
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combine their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve.
Since she couldn't find a solution, she decided to cultivate this flower that was a combination of the others.
But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely.
Now it's not a problem
without
anymore.
saying that for that time, this idea was a stroke of genius.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those really do
seem like flowers you would choose, Yelena.
I'm kind of sad. I have lucid eyes. I'm about to cry. I'm kind of sad about him. I mean, he killed people. They kind of deserve it. But I cannot help but feel sad for him. He just accepts his destiny. Gotta say, it really was a beautiful flower, though. Oh, I'm sent us a letter after a couple of weeks. Oh, we're back in Fontaine, okay.
Did you know? Miss Emily's releasing a new perfume.
Winning and crying.
I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
Especially crying. Oh, God.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected.
No, I'm trying. Crying. I've been crying in the last part because it was fucking sad.
I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify a ghost.
Talking about this perfume, did you use the code that you used in Sewer?
I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting. I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your liking.
You used the same bottle. It's such a pretty bottle, can I say it? Look at this. It's so pretty. I'm a bottle enthusiast. What can I say?
Also, I was hoping you could try out the fragrance before I officially release it and tell me your thoughts.
Okay. My nose is not very good, and then now that I just finished crying, it's even worse. I'm gonna try my best.
Of course! A good sense of taste and sense of smell go hand in hand, you know? Just leave it to Paimon!
Okay.
Oh, it smells great!
I don't think that was the kind of opinion she had in mind, Paimon.
It's alright. All feedback is worth considering. Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Talking about deeper meaning, that last question that Kiri asked you.
Right! Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
Alright, I remember that rainbow roses means love or something like that.
A language of flowers? Oh, we've heard of that before! Paimon remembers hearing something like, the Cecilia represents the true feelings of the prodigal son?
Wait a second, you cannot just throw that like this. Wait a fucking second, that's Venti drip marketing phrase. Wait a second. Yeah, it's Venti's... The true feeling of the prodigal son, the whispering of Cecilia's flower. Motherfucker. Give me bastard!
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. The same is true for the
And
flowers that make up the
rainbow
scent of a
roses
ghost.
mean true love or something like that, if I'm not wrong, from Linnea Quest.
After returning to Fontaine, I did some research, and it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase.
Uh-huh.
Forget the past and keep on living.
Oh. He never did, though.
Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with a Gust.
Or it was what she wished for her brother.
Do you think Kiria knew about that?
From his answer, I said yes.
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care. Who knows? Maybe she didn't mean anything by it at all. That was his response. Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture.
Yeah.
Even if that is what she was trying to say, I would never be able to forget her. Avenging her death? That was the meaning I chose for my life. Kiria cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for.
Idiot.
In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks. Thank you for saving my life, for giving me the chance to learn that a Gust could have carried a very different meaning. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them.
Again.
In that sense, what a Gust truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
Oh, I got a perfume! Un campione di profumo realizzato da Emilie, ispirato alla leggendaria fragranza di Auguste, di cui si parla nei racconti Fontaine. Inclina la boccetta verso la luce del sole e scorgere una sinuosa frase di parole già dimentica il passato e continua a vivere. Wait. I can use it? Wait a second. Ah, that's so nice. I can use it. I become all nicely and shiny. That's so cute. That's so cute. Where the fuck did I put the thing I wanted to put on? Ah. My inventory is a mess. What is it? No. I lost it. What is it? What is it? Oh, here. Okay. Well. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did more than 50. Oh! Level 50! Okay, let's do one last pull and then we can call it for the day. Also because I need to do some exercise on the cyclet. I have double. Oh, right. Okay. I don't think something's gonna come out. Exactly. Oh well. Well. So, thank you everyone for coming by. I cried, I pulled Emilie. I didn't expect to like her this much. I have a new burning team. Let's fucking go. So, tomorrow we have the finale of Tavern Talk.
Many ladies
So,
in the court of Fontaine
as
like to
always,
spray their perfume
I have a
onto
Discord
their
if you want to
delicate
join.
waistband,
If you're interested in my
allowing them
drawings,
to generate
I have an
a pleasant
Instagram
fragrance with each flick of the
and a
wrist.
Twitter too.
It's quite an ingenious
See you guys tomorrow. Have a nice rest of the day. Bye bye.